All right, guys, today we're going to be talking ring muscle up. So there's a few things we need. We need to have the shoulder prepped out to do the movement, and we also need to have some good background on doing the kip on the rings, okay? So there's a few things that we want to get prepared for before we do the actual ring muscle up. Keep recording, I'll be right back. All right, so one of the best things you can do for mobility on the shoulder before you do ring muscle up is gonna involve this band right here, okay? So I'm gonna hook this up here. You can hook it up to any pull-up bar or anything like that. Anything above your head. Now this is called the bully stretch. So I wanna go ahead and hook my wrist in here. We're gonna turn it around just like bully in high school. Just gonna put that arm back behind you. So you're gonna look like this. So basically what's happening here is we're trying to pull this shoulder in front. We're trying to lengthen out the bicep right there, and making sure that that shoulder is not gonna be killing you by doing a lot of rotations doing this muscle up. You can dip your other shoulder down. You kind of do some movement around here. Be really gentle when you get in and out of the move. I've never seen anyone, like injure themselves getting in and out of the move. But just make sure you're nice and ginger when you're moving around like that. This is a little bit advanced, but you're on an advanced movement, so this is something that should help you. So I'm a lot more flexible on this side. I can actually get my hand up in the middle of my back. I'm not feeling it too much there in the shoulder. But you can play around with this. Put this a little bit higher, lower, whatever it is, and make sure that you have that mobility there. Now the other thing is going to be working on your lats. So it's such a big kip in the ring that in the ring muscle up, you're going in and out so far that you just want all of this area to be nice and loose. You don't want any knots or any impingement. So on your lats, you can work here. Put your arm over your head and move up and down on that lat. Trying to hunt around for that dysfunction as usual when we do a roller, but that's going to help you out quite a bit when it comes time to do this ring muscle up. All right. So now, how do we kip on a ring muscle up? It's going to be very similar to a normal pull-up kip, except these things are moving. They're not stationary, right? So when we start to go, again, this is engaged or started with the shoulders, okay? It's a shoulder-driven movement, just like most gymnastic stuff is. So when you jump up there, you want to enter the rings here with your feet in front of the hollow body and not back. Okay, so you enter the rings here, then you start your kip, in and out, good to go, just like you would on a regular pull-up, kipping pull-up, even a butterfly pull-up, okay? So that's how you will enter the rings. You wanna make sure you do that every time, and you're not like coming from the back and running and jumping into them, because those things, unlike a bar muscle-up, if you do that, it might help. On these, it's gonna get you swinging quite a bit, and we don't want that at all, okay? So make sure you're right up underneath and you enter feet forward, okay? The next thing is going to be getting a high enough kip to where you can almost touch the rings to your hips or to your belly button, okay? We don't want an early arm bend. It's going to look like I'm bending my arms a little bit early, but I'm really just floating my body up and pressing the rings down towards my hips, okay? I'm probably not going to get all the way up there with my hips just because I weigh more than most of you guys, but that same power is going to help when we go for the transition, okay? So test that out real quick. So as you can see, when I get up there, my feet are not crazy high. I can still see over my toes, And then those rings are fairly close. I think I got to about right here that time. But it's all about that first really, really powerful kip getting up there. Now, after you can get up that high, okay, it's a good benchmark to try and touch your hips. If you're a little short, you should still be able to do a muscle up, okay? But you get up that high, and then we start going for the transition, okay? So transition through, we want a quick sit up, and we bring the feet back behind us, okay? So we sit up, and we curl those feet. So it's a lot of hamstring as well. If this is mixed in with the deadlift workout, your hamstrings are gonna be smoked because you are pulling so hard back in a good way. You're pulling very hard back to try and get your chest through, okay? So you're going up, 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 up. You get laid out, your feet are here, head's a little bit higher, and then you curl up into a ball. If you have a hood on, you wanna envision that like hood on your sweatshirt to already come over your head at the end, okay? So a quick demo of that. At the top, if you get up there, you're gonna be able to do a dip. I've never seen anyone do a muscle up, like their first muscle up, and not be able to dip out of it. One, your adrenaline's going crazy. The other, if you have the strength to get up there, you'll probably be able to dip out of it, okay? So not even gonna do a dip right now. We're just gonna go up for the transition. So up. Then that quick sit up at the top. So we're in this curled up ball position at the top. Head is forward, like you're putting your head through a brick wall. And again, you're really using those hamstrings to pull your feet back. You need all of those things to execute the muscle up, okay? So we're gonna do a few other videos to kind of break that down. But this is the basic muscle up technique. Make sure that you're getting your feet up, but your head is above your feet. You can see over your toes. And then once you get that high, once you're able to get those rings down to, or pretty close to your hips, then we can start working on that transition. And speed is the key at the top. And then the dip, we've already talked enough about the dip. That's not too bad. You need all those pieces in place to get the muscle up. You really cannot skip the line on any of those things to get that movement, okay? Don't come in first day, get on the rings thinking you're gonna make it happen, because you need all these prerequisites to get up there. And then it should happen a little bit quicker for you if you're not trying to skip something, okay? So that's gonna be the muscle up today. And yeah, see you next time.